Welcome to the Foul Mouth News, where the filters are off and the language is colorful. If you are offended by profanity or vulgarity in general, not to mention political incorrectness, this video is not for you. You have been forewarned. So if you have virgin ears, be prepared because they are about to be violated.
Hello, everyone. So, oh God, I want to do a razor fist spin in my chair going, fuck you, I was right now. Because last week I reported about, the World Boxing, governing body, because you have like World Boxing Federation. This is just World Boxing, the governing body, now requiring biological genetic sex testing to assure and confirm the biological sex of the fighters. And I said, watch with this, that Imane Khelif she'd quietly disappear, or I should say he would quietly disappear type of thing. I said that he would, all of a sudden no longer be competing type of thing. And so basically with this requirement, the first event that was going to be covered under it, Khelif just couldn't happen to put in the paperwork in time. Yeah, right. So we got an article here from Associated Press that was published on June 5th. I know I'm getting to it a couple days late, but I really wanted to cover this after last week, or I should actually, I put that article out on Monday. So technically this week. So earlier this week, I should say, I did a video. And for some reason I thought it went out on the weekend, but anyway, so I did the video on Monday, and between then and now, or the 5th, Khelif couldn't get the paperwork in. So we have an article here, like I said, from AP, published on the 5th, written by, does it say? No, it does not say. Sometimes AP will say. Anyway, the title here, Olympic champ Imane Khelif, or Khelif, however you want to say it, skips Eindhoven event after World Boxing introduces mandatory sex testing. Now, you would think, all right, if we had a situation where, we had a legitimate press, they might actually investigate now why, Khelif could not get his fucking paperwork in. You would think the press would actually investigate this. No, they're still running cover because, they would rather deal with their, they would rather have their lunacy bullshit than fucking reality. I mean, because of course, we live in fucking clown world. I mean, we truly live in fucking clown world at this point. Oh, God. Let's get into this here. Oh, actually, I should probably zoom this in, huh? For those who are reading along. All right. Anyway, all right. So, Olympic champion Imane Khelif is skipping the Eindhoven. I probably butchered that. Box Cup in Netherlands, less than a week after World Boxing announced mandatory sex testing for all athletes. The Algerian boxer, who won gold at the Paris Games last summer amid scrutiny over her eligibility, did not register in time for the event before applications closed on Thursday. Well, I wonder why. It's probably the fact that he doesn't want to have to go through the situation of being exposed as a fucking man who went to the Olympics and beat the shit out of women while you fucking retarded cunts sat there and ran cover and called every one of us motherfuckers going, that's a dude beating the shit out of women, fucking bigots, and any istrophobe you could come up with. So fuck off. All right. Basically, we now have confirmation. I'm sorry. All right. To me, this is fucking confirmation that he is a he. Because the very first event that World Boxing is sanctioning, that World Boxing is being the, governing body of, he decides to not fucking put in his paperwork in time so that he won't be fucking genetically tested to find out that he is a fucking he. You fucking cunts. These fucking people, I swear to God, I swear to fucking God. Like, if you're watching and you see me flipping through things here, I've upgraded my setup and I'm still trying to get used to button placement because I now have a 2 Stream Deck setup, one handling, like going through main things and the other one handling like my, soundboard, like when I'm using it for this and like for this case, like my soundboard and my scene transitions and it's bigger and the buttons are in a different position because it's not in the same exact spot. So if I fumble with a button, I apologize. But I mean, that's why this fucking person, this fucking dude who was like, oh, I'll go to the Olympics and pose as a woman and beat the shit out of them, all right, didn't submit the paperwork because he did not want to be fucking tested. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, the decision of Imane's exclusion is not ours. We regret it, tournament media director Dirk Renders told the Associated Press. Well, of course. I mean, we're talking about a fucking country that's like completely fucking beta male cucked at this point. They got no problems with fucking, women dressing up, men dressing up as women and beating the shit out of them. I mean, what the fuck? The 26-year-old Khelif had intended to return to international competition at the Eindhoven tournament this week before World Boxing announced its new sex testing policy last Friday. The governing body specifically mentioned Khelif, saying I'm sorry, you can say she all you want. He'd have to be screened to be approved to fight for any upcoming events, including the Eindhoven Box Cup. All right, and you fucks here are basically running fucking cover while you're kind of having to admit this is a dude. Because clearly, when this fucking dude is sitting there going, oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to return to international competition at Eindhoven and work my way towards the Olympics, and then they all of a sudden can't get their paperwork in on time. That's a dead fucking giveaway, you stupid fucking bitch. Whoever wrote this. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, this is ridiculous. They specifically named him because, if it looks like a dude, walks like a dude, punches like a dude, beats the shit out of women like a dude would, it's a fucking dude. I mean, shit. Anyway. Eindhoven Mayor, I'm going to butcher this, Joran Jesselbloem, whatever, criticized World Boxing's decision. How about go fuck yourself, Joran? As far as we are concerned, all athletes are welcome in Eindhoven, including athletes based on controversial gender tests, certainly does not fit in with that. Excluding athletes based on controversial gender tests certainly does not fit in with that. Just Joe Blobum, whatever the fucking retard's name is, wrote in a letter addressed to the Dutch Boxing Federation and International Boxing Federation. We are expressing our disapproval of this decision today and are calling on the organization to admit Imane Khelif after all. How about go fuck yourself? It should not be controversial in the age of fucking troon bullshit. All right, when the overwhelming majority of people, not only in the U.S., but it seems now around the world, are fucking sick of this troon fucking game bullshit you fucks have been playing. And they want to make sure that men aren't beating the shit out of women, that men aren't stealing titles from women or medals, all right? You fucks want to be like, oh, it's controversial? No, it's not controversial. The only reason why it is controversial is because you fucks created a situation where you have men beating up women, you have men in women's sports dominating them, and the average person, which average people make up the majority of society, looked at this shit and went, wait one fucking minute. You want to say this is controversial? Well, here's the thing. Real easy fucking solution. All it takes is one fucking genetic test, all right, which every fucking boxer, male or female, has to submit to make sure that a man can compete. Regardless, when it comes to, a world boxing sanctioned or governed fucking fighting event. And I love how this fucking retard goes to, the Dutch Boxing Federation, which isn't the governing body, well, not governing, but the body that's, overseeing and running things. The same with the International Boxing Federation. Neither of them have fucking shit all to do with this. And this fucking cunt is going to be like, I'm going to go crying to you to an appeal to an authority. They have none. This is world boxing, and world boxing has said every fucking boxer, doesn't matter, male, female, whatever the weight class is or anything like that, has to submit to a fucking sex test. a genetic sex test to prove their biological fucking sex. Here you are, gonna die on this fucking hill when this fucking dumb fucking dude who beat the shit out of women at the Olympics just basically proved he's a fucking dude. You're trying to act like this person was excluded when they could have easily competed in this fucking event. Jerome or whatever the fuck your name is, because I'm not going to say your last name. All they had to do was submit one fucking test and they could compete. But Imane knew that if he submitted a fucking test, he was going to be outed for being a fucking man. You dumb fucking retard. I mean, what the fuck?
What the fucking fuck? Who the fuck? Fuck this
fucking Roccos deserve for this shit.
Fucking fucks. Fuck.
Well, it certainly illustrates the diversity.
I mean, seriously, you fucking dumb cunt. Oh. Anyway, Khelif won a gold medal at the Paris Olympics last summer amid international scrutiny on his and Taiwan's Lin Yu-ting, another gold medal winner. Yeah, because let's see, Khelif was clearly a man. I really think Lin Yu-ting is a fucking man. Yu-ting is the first name, and Lin would be the last name. So Yu-ting Lin, or Lin Yu-ting if we're going to do it like their way. But, I mean, looks like a man, walks like a man, hits like a man. Odds are it's a fucking man. There was obvious scrutiny when you got him, fucking Khelif beating on women like a dude would. And it looked, and he looks like a dude, and he walks like a dude. I mean, shit. All he has to do is go, look, here's my fucking DNA test. I'm a fucking woman. But he didn't want to do that because this was supposed to be his big going back to, international competition fucking situation with this event. And he couldn't get his fucking paperwork in time. I wonder why. Could it be that there's that pesky little test he has to pass proving he's a woman that he ain't? Oh, I mean, this is ridiculous. And then they try to appeal to authority here in the AP article. The previous governing body for Olympic boxing, the Russian-dominated International Boxing Association, had disqualified... Well, no, it's a little further. I'm sorry. The IBA, the next one, the IOC. I'm sorry, it was the next paragraph. But anyway, the Russian-dominated International had disqualified both fighters from its 2023 World Championship after claiming they failed unspecified eligibility tests. Yeah, they did a fucking genetic test. They literally did a fucking genetic test. This was discussed at the time. This came out at the time. They did a genetic test on both boxers, and they did not fucking pass. One of the members of the fucking IBA, excuse me, didn't mean to cough in your ears, fucking came out and said this shit. It was released too, for the most part. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, but the IBA was banished for decades of misdeeds and controversy. The IOC ran the past two Olympic boxing tournaments in its place, and it applied the sex eligibility rules used in previous Olympics. Khelif and Lin were eligible to compete under those standards because there was no fucking proving you're a fucking woman in this age of when you got men dressing as women, beating the shit out of them and dominating all their fucking sports, number one. Number two, this claim about the IBA being banished for decades of misdeeds and controversy. No, the reason why the IBA was banned is because as you had to throw in there, it's Russian dominated, Russia. That's the only fucking reason why it was, you lying fucking sacks of shit. There was manufactured controversy when the whole fucking Ukraine situation blew up. Because, oh my God, we can't have an organization that has a lot of Russian people, involved in it, actually governing world boxing when that has absolutely nothing to do with a fucking war in fucking Ukraine, you fucking retards. Oh my God, these people, I swear to God. So because standard, and they're like, well, this appeal to authority, real quick, they're like, well, because their standards were lower, we're appealing to their authority because they allowed these men to beat the shit out of women. That's not how this works. Now this fuck has been outed. Fucking deal with it. Because as far as I'm concerned, when you want the big event that you're planning to go and fight at, the one that's your fucking return to international competition, all of a sudden last minute you can't get your fucking paperwork in after they announce, basically a week earlier that, hey, we're doing genetic testing. That gives yourself away. You are a fucking man. That's the bottom line. Deal with this shit. And you fucks, instead of doing actual fucking reporting and maybe investigating the situation, because that's fishy as all fucking hell and pretty much confirms the situation. So you would think that you would actually confirm it yourselves, like confirm it. No, you fucking run cover because you're fucking propagandist fucks. You're Associated Propaganda. This is literally a piece of shit propaganda article. Anyway, World Boxing has since provisionally approved has been provisionally approved as the boxing organizer at the 2028 Los Angeles Games and has faced pressure from boxers and their federations to create sex eligibility standards. You mean basically the women who are getting the shit beat out of them by this dude don't want more dudes beating the shit out of women and themselves? In their case again? Oh, heaven fucking forbid, you pearl-clutching fucks. You're trying to make it seem like these people are evil and mean. No, they just don't like getting beat. These women just don't like getting beat up by men, you fucking bitch. Whoever wrote this is a fucking bitch. Oh, my God. And its president, Boris Vandervorst, apologized after Khelif was singled out in the governing body's announcement last week. Yes, because he had to apologize when he shouldn't have. Fuck you. You assholes wanted an apology. You wanted them to walk this shit back because you want a fucking man who thinks he's a woman beating the shit out of fucking women in the boxing ring because you're all fucking retarded, low IQ, deluded, fucking cultural Marxist loving fucks who don't understand because of cultural Marxism there are distinct biological fucking differences between men and women. Hence why Khelif was beating the shit out of women. I mean, what the fuck? All right, and Boris Vandervorst, okay, he should have never have fucking apologized. He should have went, yeah, we singled him out because the fucking retard is clearly a dude beating the shit out of women. I mean, what the fuck? That's what I would have done if I was in his shoes. I would have went, yeah, until he proves otherwise, he's a fucking dude beating the shit out of women. So why don't you fucking, pucker up buttercups because you're going to be kissing my ass after this fuck doesn't show up and get their fucking biological test. That's what I would have fucking been like. I mean, instead of apologizing, this is fucking retarded. Why are you apologizing to these leftist fucks? Okay, your organization is specifically there to make sure that fights are legit. How is it legit to have a dude beating the shit out of women? Oh, that's right. It isn't. Anyway, Khelif planned to defend her welterweight gold medal at the LA Games, but some boxers and their federations have already spoken out against her inclusion. You mean his inclusion. So Khelif planned to defend his. I mean, you fucking retards. Yes, and the fucking road there, all right, the fucking... The road itself began at this event, and this fucking retard wouldn't put in the paperwork and show up for the genetic test. What the fuck? It's a dude. Deal with it. Khelif won gold at the Eindhoven event last year, defeating Australia's Marissa Williamson Pohlman in the final in a warm-up at the Paris Olympics. The Algerian also competed at the Tokyo Games in 2021 in the lightweight division, losing in the quarterfinals to eventual gold medalist Kelly Harrington of Ireland. And they always bring back that one, okay? And it's like, all right, this is clearly a fucking dude. So you had like a really beta male bitch of a dude get his ass kicked at one point when he was fighting lightweight. Little juicing, stop the juicing, before. I mean, because if this was a matter of juicing, okay, that's one thing. This is clearly that they're not checking for fucking, steroids. They're checking for fucking chromosomes. I mean, so it's not like, they're going to be worried about the raised testosterone type of shit. I mean, what the fuck? We truly fucking live in clown world. I swear to God. Anyway, yeah, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here.
If you've made it this far and haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also feel free to subscribe over on the other platforms where this channel's content is uploaded to, as well as subscribe and follow over on sites like Minds, Gab, and Parler. Links to each are in the description.